in Knoxville since 1980 when you got your first one.
Watch them build all the suites, it's the fairgrounds community, and everybody involved is doing a great job.
Jack, why don't you talk about the same thing, what it's been like over the years coming here for you? It's obviously been a big change as well.
Yeah, it really has. You know, I remember when they pitted in the barns out here a couple times when it was raining, and it's definitely changed over the years. You know, we haven't won a national yet, but you know, we're looking forward to it.
Because of your
Hopefully we'll race the last few times, but you know, just like to win a national.
Jack, you've been racing for a long time. You picked up your first win in 1975. How have things came along since then, the last 35 years, to get where you are right now and coming to Knoxville?
Yeah, it's been good. You know, we've had some good years and some not so good years, but this year's been going pretty good for us. You know, we've been pretty fast in our car, and it's definitely changed over the years. You know, I've drove for a lot of different, had a lot of different car runners and stuff. That's not, you know, that always, you know, you don't always want it to be different car runners, but I've been fortunate enough to get some really good rides, and we're in a good ride right now. So, you know, we're hoping to finish out the year good.
Question for both of you: how special is it to watch your sons come along and race in sprint cars?
Well, my son's just, he's just starting out. You know, Steve's son's been running for a while, and he's definitely, he does a heck of a good job. You know, I've raced with him here for the last couple of years, and you know, he's really going fast right now. And my boy's just starting out. He won last week, and he's improving already.
Well, you know, it's always fun to be able to actually race with your boy. I had the opportunity to race with my dad and Craig, and you know, when he first started, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. I don't know. It gets a little easier, I will say that. But it's fun to watch him get out there, and you know, you just want him to run so good. I think it's a little more nerve-wracking to watch your boy race than it is to race yourself, to be honest with you. I get a little more jittery you know, with the track racing I did myself.
Where does it hold up for you with your 12 titles and then Craig's title in 2005? How's that stand for everything? How proud of you are of that?
Well, you know, that's, like I said earlier, you know, that's got to be a pretty a big highlight. That's something Craig's going to, something that you can never take away from him, is that Knoxville Nationals. And to get that thing underneath your belt as early as he did, that meant a lot. And also for me, is being a car owner that year, and sit back 4 or 5 or maybe 6 or 7 positions behind him, and just sit there and count the laps down with him. You know, I mean, I was actually, I don't even do that when I race, but when he was up there leading the race and Donnie was right behind him, I'm sitting there counting laps down, trying to stay on the same straightaway where I can get enough view to see sort of what's going on. And when I see him get the white flag, and Donnie had been on him the whole race, it was a great feeling when the checker come out and it was over with, I can tell you that.
Talk a little bit about, take us back to 1980 when you were racing for Bob Trostle. Bob, one of the most victorious car owners here in Knoxville history. Talk a little about picking up that first win with him in 1980.
Yeah, you know, that was a special win. That was sort of a combination of Bob Trostle and Carl Kinser and myself, and we went out. I think there was a rain that got rained out on Saturday night, so it was sort of a Sunday evening race. But we went out and got the job done, and it was a good thing for all of us. We had me and Bob and Carl. It was a very special win for us.
Question for Jack. Jack, you came here earlier this summer and picked up a win. How big is that to come into the Nationals this year and have a little momentum on your side with one win already of the year?
Yeah, we felt good last time here. Well, they had 2 features last time, and I don't think we did so good the first one, but the second one we started up front and won it. But you know, even starting up front, I'll still take it. But I felt good, and we've been pretty good in R19. I injured my hand a little bit this year, and I had to set out a little bit of time, but I'm feeling good now, and you know, we're just looking forward to the rest of the year, and you know, just glad to be back for Lon Cunningham.
We talked about you've been racing well over 35 years. How special was it last year to be inducted into the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, that was great. You know, my buddy Brad Doty and Kenny Jacobs been inducted in there, and you know, it meant a lot to me to be in there, and you know, we've been racing for a long time, and so it's been great.
What's your favorite memory here at Knoxville during the Nationals?
During the Nationals, well, you know, we ran second here a couple years ago, and you know, it just seems like the races you run real good at, I remember the most. But you know, we've had good memories here, but you know, just good finishes. We've had a few good finishes.
We talked about how you ran second a couple times. How special would it to be to finally pick up that first Knoxville Nationals win here at the 50th anniversary?
Yeah, that'd be huge to us, you know, because it's the biggest race of the year we run. So, you know, we got 3 or 4 big ones a year, and this is definitely the biggest one. So, it'd be great.
You've won some big races in your career. Was it pretty special to win that Mopar Million back at Eldora? Kind of back home for you?
Oh yeah, you know, Eldora's definitely home, and always feel good going there. And you know, Steve got the big one again this year, and you know, that was great. You know, we've been competitive with Steve for a long time, and we weren't up here to race with him this year, but you know, it's good to see him win another.
Well, both of you having pretty good years this year on the Outlaws. You picked up another win this year. Got a couple of them in the new chassis. You got to be feeling good coming into Nationals, though. Back to that again.
Yeah, we're just running a Triple X this year. You know, it's a new car, but it's handling good and a good race car, and you don't feel much different than anything else you're running.
Steve, you got a lot of momentum coming in. As Jack just said, you just picked up a big Kings Royal, your 6th one, I believe. How special is that? And another one to get some big momentum coming into this week.
Well, any race you win, you know, it's special anymore because the competition's that tough. But if you can pull off a Kings Royal or Knoxville Nationals, they're very special. They're hard to win because you only get that one chance a year to do it. You know, earlier I said I was asked whether I want to win a point championship or a Knoxville Nationals, and I had to think about it for just a small amount. And I said, no, I think I would rather win, you know, the Knoxville Nationals. It's so tough to win because you got one chance a year. At least when you're running for a point champion, you got 60, 70 races to try to win it. So it's not just that one race, and things don't go right, you got to wait till next year. The championship is a little bit different. You know, it's just an all-year battle. Of course, I'd like to win them both, but if I could get one of them, I guess I'd be happy.
Well, both of you got to talk a little about how hard it is to win that championship all year long. I mean, you start in February and it goes all the way through November. All year long, you just got to be on your A game every single night.
Well, you know, a lot of years we've had some real close battles with championships. Other years we just had flat, good enough race cars that it would have been hard to take it away from us. But it seems like those days are over now. It is just it is a drill. You got to sit there and watch every night. You got to try to finish every race. You can't fall out of a whole lot of races. It's just sort of a I don't know. It's just a tough grind. The point race every night is a tough grind. So it's sort of fun to get out and be able to race and sort of hang it out and not have to worry about points.
Jack, talk a little bit. You picked up your 18th career win here at Knoxville. Talk about how hard it is to win here at Knoxville Raceway.
Well, yeah, it's definitely hard. You know, it's hard to win any outlaw races. You know, you got 10 guys each night that can win races, and you know, the competition out there is really tough. And you know, the championship deals are really tough. You know, we've always struggled there a little bit. You know, we've been fast, but you got to finish every race. And you know, we've crashed out a few times this year, and just seems like we get behind there. But so you know, now we're looking at it as just trying to win some races. But the championships, you know, are hard to win. Steve's always been the best at that, and looks like he's fighting for it again this year.